Alright, so before we start this lecture, I just made a small changes. I just changed the names of this field from sum of total revenue to total sales. And how did I do that? Just let me show you here. So I will just double click and now I will change the name to this total sales and I will press OK. And here we have the new name. And what I really need to do in this lecture and what this lecture is about is that, see, we can see the data by brands here. You can see the sales revenue by brands here. And then we can see the sales revenue by membership card and then by total income level of the customers. That information is all helpful, but I really want to break down these three tables here by country. I should be able to click the USA and I should be able to see only the values of USA, and I should be able to click on Mexico and I should only be able to see the values from Mexico, and same for Canada. So how do we do that? Just click anywhere in any pivot table and on this top panel click on this insert slicer. So once you click on this insert slicer, you will see that you have the list here, and basically in this list you will select that on which basis you want to classify the data. So in this particular example, I want to classify by country, so I will click country and I will click OK. And you will see that you have this beautiful looking slicer here. I will just resize it and just let me resize again, and I will place anywhere on my sheet. So I'll place it on the corner. And now what I really want to do is that just focus on this table here. If I click on Canada, the values have changed. Now this table is only representing the values from Canada. If I click on Mexico, this table is only representing the values from Mexico. And if I click on USA, this table is only representing the values from Mexico. And if I remove this by clicking here, you can see that this table is now showing the values from all the countries. Now the thing to be noticed is that only this table is getting changed. The other two tables remain unaffected, and that is not how I wanted it to be. I want this slicer to be working on all the different tables available in this particular sheet. So what I will do is that I will go to this slicer here and I will right click and I will select this report connections. I will click on this report connections, and now in this report connections I will select all of this pivot tables that are available on this particular sheet. And I would say, in fact, if we had named pivot tables, that would have been helpful, but just click OK for now. And now you can focus on all of these three tables, this one and this one. And if I click Canada, you will notice that all the pivot tables have changed, not just this one, even this one has changed, and it is only showing the values from Canada. Well, that was not really, and this table is not really, we don't want to do anything with that. So just focus on these three for now. Look at these three. If I click on Mexico, all the three tables have been changed. If I click on USA, all the three tables have been changed. And if I click on this delete button, all the different slicers have been removed, and we are back to our total sales revenue of 545 in all the tables. So that was really helpful, right? So what I really need to do is that I want to add one more slicer, and this time I want to be able to analyze the data based on the product brand. So I'll click on this all tab here and I will go back to, okay, first of all, you can see that I don't even have this analyze tab now. So I will just click anywhere on any of the pivot tables and I will press alt tab and I will go to analyze. I will say insert slicer, and this time I want to add a slicer based on product brand, and I will click OK. And here we have the slicer based on product brand, and just let me resize it to make it a little bit decent looking. And now I will place it here. And now if I click on any of the brand, you will notice something in this particular table. If I press on this high quality, all other brands have disappeared and only high quality is showing. So I will just uncheck it for now. And what I really need to do is that I want to apply this slicer to all the different tables available here. So I will right click and I will say report connections. And in this report connections, I will select all of the tables that are in the sheet and I will press OK. And now if I press any of the brand, for example, if I press this high top, you can see that even the countries that have been changed. Now the total sales is not appearing, rather only the sales of this brand of high top is appearing in all the different tables. So just keep your eyes focused on all these 4 tables, and I will press on the other brand. I'm pressing Telltale, and you can see all the different tables have now been changed to represent this new brand. So this way you can really apply a slicer and change your data to any on the basis of any of the field that was available in your sheet. So I have applied it on country and the product brand, but you can apply it on any sheet that was available in your sheet and in your data. So I will just remove the slicer for now, and I will go back to the complete sheet.